The impact of use face masks to the environment is my final year project title that I'm going to present today. Assalamualaikum and greetings to all panels and my supervisor, Associate Professor Dr. Tay Meng Guan. I'm Syamil Nabila binti Yusri with metric number 65206 will start my presentation. The list content that I'm going to present today are the background which contribute the objective and the problem statement of my studies, literature review, methodology, expected outcome, work schedule, and the references that I've been using. For the background of these studies, in early 2020, we all were shocked by a rare disease called coronavirus. And this coronavirus is caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is also known as SARS-CoV-2. And this virus has created pandemic to the whole world, where it is named as pandemic COVID-19. Our medical frontliners have suggested few effective ways on preventing this virus from keep spreading by wearing a face mask, keep hygienic, and keep social distancing. And this has created a new law in Malaysia where wearing face mask is compulsory in public area. The most effective face mask that can be used is triple face mask, as it consists of 3 layers, where the soil fiber as the outer layer, the mid-blown filter as the middle filtering layer, which is the main part, and the non-woven fiber as the outer layer, which is also act as the water resistance. The triple face mask come in 2 types, which is disposable and washable face mask. Some Malaysians, they still prefer on using disposable face mask due to the cheaper price. However, a responsible habits of some Malaysians where they dispose the face mask improperly may create a new challenge to our environment, as it emerged a new source of microplastics and microfiber from the face mask itself. Then, we does this study to identify the microparticles present in the face mask in order to determine the impact of the face mask to the environment. I proceed with the objective of this study. This study is done to study the impact of used face masks towards our environment, human health, and marine life. It is also done to conduct a qualitative, quantitative, and analytical method to identify the number of used face masks that has been littered in public. Then it is also done to identify the microfiber or any microparticle component that may be presented in the face mask using SEM microscope and FTIR spectrophotometer. For the literature review of these studies, from the research that have been done, which has been studied by Schnur et al. In 2018, it is stated that the face mask itself, it is made up of single-use polymeric materials, and these single-use polymeric materials may consist of polypropylene and high-density polyethylene. Therefore, in the littered face mask, it has a microplastic contamination where the polymers will be break down and cause harm to our environment. Referring to the picture that have been prepared, it says that the face mask may undergo a mechanical action where the plastic in it will be fragmented, forming a microplastic. And this microplastic is very dangerous to our environment. Why? Because first, this microplastic will release carbon dioxide, which lead to the climate change. And it is also will affect our soil activity where it causes change in the physical property of the soil and the soil structure itself. Then, this microplastic is also harmful to marine life. Why? Because the microplastic may enter the food web through a microscopic organism such as plankton. Then, the plankton itself is a population low, which is lower than the microplastic, while microplastic are larger, it causing the microplastic to be accumulate in the ocean. And this microplastic is allowed to penetrate the natural layer and affect on the working blood cell and the photosynthesis. Then, this microplastics is also harmful toward human health. Why? Because the human may consume the plastic through marine life, drinking water, and inward breath, which is studied by Carberry et al. In 2018. And the fragmented of the plastic will translocate from gut cavity to our bloodstream. The ingestion microplastics can cause chromosome alteration, which may lead to cancer. And for the methodology in this proposal, firstly, the sampling collection will be done in 3 different places, which is Tanjung Balau Beach, Sungai Rambah, and Taman Tepi Laut Pontian. And this sample will be collected from November, December, and January. For the sample analysis, 15 samples from each sampling location will be analyzed. Referring to the table that I have been prepared in the slide, there are 3 different locations, which is Tanjung Balau, Sungai Rambak and Taman Tepi Laut Pontian in 3 different months, which is November, December and January. Focusing on Tanjung Balau locations only, 5 pieces of collected face masks in November will be put into 500 ml of deionized water. Then another 5 pieces of collected face mask in December will be put into another beaker of 500 milliliter of deionized water. And another 5 pieces of collected face mask in January will be put into another beaker of 500 milliliter of deionized water. The same method will be applied to Sungai Rambak location and Taman Tepi Laut Pontian. And this sampling process will be triplicates. After the sampling analysis, the soaking deionized water will be filtered using 0.45 micrometer membrane filter, which has been known the initial weight. Then the membrane filter will be dried in oven for 1 hour, then the final weight will be recorded. This filtration process will be repeated with another 2 beaker of sampling locations. Then, the scanning electron microscope will be used to identify the microparticles that may be presented in the face mask. The model used is JSM 6390LA with 40 times magnitude microscope. Then, the surface morphology of the microparticles will be observed under 10,000 kilovolt. FTIR spectroscopy also will be used in analyzing the microparticles that may be presented in the face mask, where the spectral range used is 3,850 to 850 cm per 1. The heavy metal that present in the disposed face mask will be analyzed using ICP-OAS Perkin-Elmer. Then, the microparticles in the disposed face mask will be determined using ANOVA analysis, which is one-way ANOVA with Turkish post-hoc test. The linear regression will be done in order to identify the significance of the microparticles in the face mask to our environment. The expected outcome of this proposal is the microparticles that may be presented in the collected disposed face mask from 3 sampling locations will be determined, and the qualitative, quantitative, and analytical method of this will be done smoothly and precisely. Then, a statistical analysis on significance of microparticles in the disposed face mask will be shown. And this studies is correspond to current issue, which is COVID-19, where it provided a new database on face mask literature in selected location. And it is also very helpful as it determines the impact of used face mask to our environment. So the prevention can be taken to prevent the face mask from polluting the world. And this is the work schedule of my final year project, where the selection proposal topic was done on October and the proposal writing was done in 3 months, which is October, November, December, and the sample collection will be done in November, December, and January, and the other part will be done in next year, which is starting from February. And these are the references that I've been using in doing these presentations. And with that from me, thank you and have a great day.